All right, I want to welcome everyone to our live Saturday morning presentation. We're going to be talking about getting started training. You can see the image that I have for this. I've updated this page. Let me go back to the home page of our Synergy family. Again, the starting point for everything, if you're going to use our Synergy family website as a resource tool for you, the easiest thing is always go to the home page, oursynergyfamily.com. And once you get there, it's like this week, I went into this page myself. I use this all the time. So I'll give you an example. This week, I had a person who was interested in information about Pro Arts 9 Plus and E9. And what did I do? Well, I went to our Synergy Family website. We have dedicated pages for the specific marketing strategies. We have 6 of them: nitric oxide therapy, weight management, natural energy, immune health, cholesterol concerns, athletic performance. And what did I do? I just clicked on the button for nitric oxide therapy, and then I went into that page and I scrolled down, and the person wanted information about ProArginine Plus, so I chose this video, ProArginine Plus, our product of choice, hovered my cursor over it, right-click, copy the video URL, pasted it into the email. I also felt that what would be important to this individual is that they could understand why our product is clinically proven. So I scrolled down to the video on ProArginine Plus clinically proven, right-click, copy video URL, pasted it into the email. And then because the individual wanted information on natural, or not natural energy, but on E9, which our product of choice for natural energy is E9. Again, I scrolled down, and this is the updated video on how E9, the natural energy drink, compares to the big 5. What I do, right-click, copy video URL, paste it into the email, and then I sent it on to the individual. And I used resources that we've got on our Synergy Family website to be able to communicate to the individual why Project Plus is our product of choice, why E9 is our product of choice. Now, one of the things I've been doing is I've been wanting to streamline information so that it's easier for you to use in both helping you build your Synergy business in both your customer base as well as your distributor base. And part of helping your distributors implement their Synergy business and grow their Synergy business, I've updated the Get Started training. So if you go down here and go and click on the Get Started training, it's going to open up to this page. Now, I have to confess that it's not completely done because the work that I had planned to do yesterday, for whatever reason, my password into my website wouldn't work properly. And to reset my password, I just kept getting this non-ending loop that wouldn't allow me to do anything. So I had to send in a help ticket to the website that hosts this website, my hosting company, and I'm waiting for them to internally reset my password so that I can get back in here and finish this. But I have most of the work done, and I'll show you the work that I have done but haven't yet been able to put up onto this website. And this whole getting started page is designed for your new distributors that you bring into Synergy Worldwide to know exactly the step-by-step process that they need to take to get their Synergy business up and operational. It might also help existing distributors that maybe there's something in what you're doing that you're missing something. Well, you can go through this and you can see, okay, maybe there's something that I need to do that I'm missing that I could find in this getting started training. So the goal of this thing is to, again, help a person implement their Synergy Worldwide business through the following 6 steps. Step number 1, set up your Synergy Worldwide back office. Not going to go into a lot of detail except to tell you that there's 2 videos that we have. One video is done by Synergy Worldwide, which tells people how to link their existing website and be able to get up their Pulse account. So this is this is a tutorial to help a person to be able to get their website set up with Synergy Worldwide, get into their back office. And then this other video, it comes from one of our Saturday presentations. I'm pretty sure this is something that I think Bob Wishmeyer did that was recorded. Navigating your Synergy Worldwide back office. I don't remember if this is Bob or me. Either one. Bob does an excellent job in helping people understand how to use the Synergy Worldwide back office. And we just took a recording from one of our Saturday presentations, put it up here because pretty much the back office is still the same. And that helps a person understand all the little, benefits of their back office in terms of how they can find information, how they can look at their volumes on their tracking center one, their customer volume, their personal volume. So it's a real informative video on the actual aspects of what they can use in their back office. Step number 2, understand Synergy Worldwide's dual linear mega match compensation plan. People have a lot of questions with regards to the compensation plan. So what I try to do is we have a great overview video of the compensation plan. This video is good for new distributors. It's also good for people who, hey, I'm interested in Synergy Worldwide, but I'd like to know more about the compensation plan. Can you tell me, how your compensation plan works? Again, don't tell the person, show the person. So my suggestion would be to say, that's a great question. What I'd like to do is I'd like to send you a video and a PDF that will help you understand the Synergy Worldwide compensation plan. And then I'd like you to watch the video. And then after you're done watching the video, then I can more specifically address maybe some questions that you might have that either aren't answered by the video or comes up from the video. And that way you have a much better use of time. So what do? You again, right click on the image, copy the URL, go over to the PDF. I accidentally clicked on it, but you can see that the PDF is going to open up to something that Synergy Worldwide created, which is their 7 ways to get paid. It's their tear sheet. But again, if you right click, you can then copy, where is the copy image? Nope, we want to copy link address. And you just copy the link address, put that into the email, send it to the email, or send the email to the individual who's interested. This way you're using tools and resources to help people understand that they don't have to be an expert. They just have to be an expert on how to use information that's already been created for them. And if a person has some specific questions about components within the compensation plan, again, here are individualized videos for the different parts of the compensation plan, the key ones: elite rebates, fast start bonus, bank volume, basic commissions, mega matches, and leadership bonuses. So again, if a person has questions, you can either send them the video, or you can have watched the video yourself so that you better understand the compensation plan so that you're able to explain it to the individual, or at least lead them in the right direction. So this is step number 2. Understand Synergy Worldwide's dual linear mega match compensation plan, and at your fingertips, or basically at the fingertips of your mouse, you can pretty much, again, understand the information that you need to at the level that you want to invest in it. Step 3, set your goals for your Synergy Worldwide business. To me, this is a really important step that you need to do with an individual. And as you can tell, there are 2 key goals that we keep promoting and keep encouraging with regards to our Saturday presentations, our Synergy family. And those 2 goals are: build your customer base to at least 10 customer orders per month, and build your Synergy business through proper sponsoring and placement to the gold level. I added the proper sponsoring and placement to it because, again, we want people to understand that, 1, they want to build their customer base to create the cash flow necessary for their Synergy business. And secondly, we want them to use proper sponsoring and placement so that they can properly build their organizational structure. And then if they're teaching their active distributors to, again, get their customer base to build the cash flow for their Synergy business, that process is building organizational volume. And if you've done proper sponsoring and placement, then you're going to see that organizational volume grow in your left and right hand legs to move you to the gold level. And if everyone works to go to the gold level, that gold level goal is an achievable goal for every active distributor, and it becomes the foundational, it becomes the, I don't want to say least common denominator because that's a math term, but it becomes the basis for all rank advancement. If a person gets to gold, if you've got an active distributor on your left and an active distributor on your right, and you help them understand about getting to the gold level through proper sponsoring placement, if they achieve that, then the minimum organizational volume that they've created for you is 9,000 CV on your left and 9,000 CV on your right or more, which pushes you up to the next rank advancement. And if they're duplicating that process, this whole thing about getting to gold just facilitates rank advancement. And to then help do that, to empower you in obtaining these two goals, we've created the following videos and resources. Creating cash flow and residual income. This is one of our Saturday presentations. They can watch the video. They can also then click on the image for the PDF that was used. We did this last week, proper sponsoring and placement. This is the video from last Saturday. This is the updated sheet. And then if they click here, they can get a PDF of a very simple cheat sheet, one-page cheat sheet that they can put up on their refrigerator or put up in their office, wherever they can see it, to remind them proper sponsoring and placement techniques for both a new distributor as well as for an existing distributor. And then we've got our 10-10 club. And again, this is a video from one of our Saturday presentations. This is the PDF that went with it. So a person can understand that our 10-10 club is all designed to give them a systematic approach to building their synergy business, a systematic approach towards acquiring customers to create that cash flow, a systematic approach towards attracting distributors, active distributors, and then again, properly sponsoring and placement in their organization so that they can then see rank advancement to the gold level. Step number 4, pick your marketing strategy to build your synergy business. Basically, the first 3 steps are kind of designed to help a person get the knowledge that they might need to have to understand, their goals for their synergy business, compensation plan, questions that they might have, and getting into their back office and getting their back office set up. But if they're going to actually grow a synergy business, then the next steps become the most important steps. Step number 4, they've got to pick their marketing strategy and to build their synergy business. Because without a marketing strategy, their synergy business is not going to go anyplace. They're not going to be able to acquire customers. They're not going to be able to attract business builders to them. They have to have a marketing strategy. So you've got to pick something. And you want them to pick something in an area that's going to resonate with them. Now, as I've shared, we've got 6 basic marketing strategies. And the nice thing about this page is if you click on these red buttons like nitric oxide therapy, it takes them to the dedicated page for nitric oxide therapy. The page that gives them, I already showed you previously at the beginning of this Saturday recording, how I use this page to interest a person to help move a person along that has an interest in ProArginate Plus and E9, how I use this page to be able to get the video material that I wanted, that I felt would be most important to this individual to help them understand why ProArginate Plus is our product of choice, why it's clinically proven, and again, for E9, why it's our product of choice. So coming back to the getting started page, step number 4, maybe they want to focus on weight management. Maybe they have a lot of friends that are into caffeine drinks and they want to focus on the natural energy. Or we're living in COVID-19 pandemic. It's been going on since March of this year. It's going to continue to go on. It's going to, therapeutics and vaccinations are coming, and they're going to be helpful, but people are concerned about their immune system. So maybe they want to focus on immune health. Maybe they want to focus on cholesterol concerns, athletic performance. Those are our 6 main marketing strategies, and you want to help them pick a main one. Doesn't mean that they can't use other ones. Like for the person that contacted me, they were interested in both ProArginine Plus and E9. So I used both of these marketing strategies to find the information that I felt would best resonate with that individual so that I could help them become a customer. And if I help them become a customer, then I'm going to create CV volume on my Tracking Center 1, which is going to earn me a 25% elite rebate off of whatever the volume is of their order, which creates cash flow to help me operate my Synergy business. Now, here's step number 5. This is the step that I have been working on. And unfortunately, yesterday I couldn't load up onto my website or onto this website the information. But here's what has been created for you. We'll start with this one here. Implement your marketing strategy. Let me go back to this because it's really important to understand. You must implement your marketing strategy if you want to grow your customer base and Synergy business. All marketing is letting people know what you're doing. With that in mind, the following plan of action methods will help you. Now, underneath this, I have some stuff that, again, is there, but it's not the main information that I want in step number 5. This is the main information I want. First off, one of the easiest people can do to implement their marketing strategy is an email campaign. We did a Saturday presentation on this. Again, I want to give you the definition of marketing, letting people know what you're doing. Effective marketing is letting people know what you're doing and how you can help them solve their concern. So one of the things I did is I took this document that we used maybe about a year ago, and I updated it so that all of our marketing techniques are within one document. So in this case, this email campaign contains the emails that if you decided that you want to do nitric oxide therapy, the emails that are part of that email campaign are in this document. If you want to do weight management, the emails for weight management are in this document. Same thing for natural energy, immune health, cholesterol concerns, athletic performance. There's a process to this. The process is the same no matter what marketing strategy you have. The process remains the same. What's that process? Again, here's a flow sheet. Initial email. You want to commit to sending out 5 to 10 per day, Monday through Thursday. You don't do anything on Fridays. You don't do anything over the weekends. Friday nights, people are busy doing other things, trying to get away from business. Weekends, spend it with your family, do the things that you need to do. So basically, you're going to send 20 to 40 of these per week, 80 to 160 per month. And then you're going to send out a reminder email. And the number of the reminder email is really based upon the response that you get. So I start the week sending out 5 emails a day, Monday through Thursday. The following week, if I don't get any responses from those that I sent out, well, I continue sending out 5 per day to new people. And then I use my reminder email to the 5 people that I sent out that last Monday, and I send them a reminder email. And then there's a thank you email. And the whole purpose of this strategy is to build your client list, your potential client list. It's a drip campaign. It's providing people with information. It's helping to give information with people that resonates with what they're trying to accomplish for them in their health goals. And what I did is, again, there's 3 potential emails for each marketing strategy. There's the initial email, the reminder email, and the thank you email. And then what I did is I gave you what the emails could potentially look like. what the subject line would look like, what the emails would look like for the initial email, for the reminder email, for the thank you email, for each of these different marketing strategies. I'm not going to read through all of this stuff. I'm just going to show you. So for nitric oxide therapy, here's the initial email. And again, you can copy and paste this. You certainly wouldn't necessarily use everything that I've done here, but you can see the structure of what I've tried to do. And then you can take this structure, this template, and then you can change it and modify it so that it's your voice. And like here, I'm sharing my testimony in the testimony of my wife. Well, you would share your testimony. You would share maybe a testimony of someone that you've helped if it's appropriate, or you could borrow the testimony, something to the effect of one of my clients, his wife benefited from nitric oxide therapy. She saw her blood pressure go from 160/90 down to 112/68, all by using this natural information. So again, it's designed to give you a template so that you basically know how to structure an initial email that you can send out to the people in your database. What's marketing? It's letting people know what you're doing. If you do not let people know what you're doing, there is no way that you can grow your synergy business. So you just need to understand, if you really want to be in business like any business, what do people do if they open up a business? They let people know that they're in business. That's the only way that they're going to be able to attract people to come to their business, to then hopefully purchase what they have to offer and be able to then be successful in their business because they have enough customers buying enough of what they're offering to create the cash flow to be able to stay in business and hopefully create profit for their business. You've got to do the same thing in your synergy business. Here's the reminder email. Subject line, would you like to watch a fantastic video on nitric oxide therapy? Question mark. The question mark is there designed to create a question in a person's mind. What's Dan sending me? Again, gives you the body. Thank you email. Thank you for your interest in nitric oxide therapy. So what I've done is I've given you the basic template for each one of these. Here's the marketing. Here's the email, the 3 emails for weight management. Basically, the subject line I kept pretty much the same for all of them. Would you help me with my mission? Well, again, if you're sending an email to someone who knows you, it's like, okay, what's Dan gotten involved in now? Or what's Dan talking about his mission? It creates curiosity for a person to open up the email. And again, it gives you the information, the template of what the email looks like, and then you can change it as you feel that you need to change it so that it's your voice. So you've got the initial email, the reminder email, the thank you email. Same thing for natural energy. Same thing if you scroll down here for immune health. Same thing if you scroll down here for cholesterol concerns. And then the same thing down here with regards to athletic performance. Now, depending upon the size of a person's email address list, this could be a 2 or 3 month process to go through one marketing strategy. And then once you've gone through one marketing strategy, maybe you start with nitric oxide therapy because that's where you want to focus on. All right. Or maybe you decide that you want to start with immune health. Well, you do the immune health, go through your list of people. If you got 500 people in your email database, you most likely have more than that. But if you got 500 people in your email address base, it's going to most likely take you 2-3 months, depending upon how many you decide to do on a daily basis, Monday through Thursday. And once you're done with immune health, then maybe you start a campaign for the next 2 to 3 months on nitric oxide therapy. And then after that's done, you do an email campaign on weight management. So you could basically take this document and you could run a full year program of dripping on people, because at different times in their life, different things are going to resonate with them. So maybe, like I said, at this point in time of where we're at in America, you start with the immune health campaign and send that out to all the people that you have on your email database, because it might resonate with them, since we're in the COVID-19 pandemic and immune health is extremely important for all the people. In fact, let me go down. I just want to show you something on the immune health. One of the things, let me get down here to immune health. All right. So when we go through this whole process, when we get to the thank you because a person has shown interest, one of the things that we do in that process is we introduce them to a product, in this case, the ProOxygen Plus Immune Booster from Synergy Worldwide. What does this URL do? This URL goes to the YouTube video that we created, our Synergy family created for ProOxygen Plus Immune Booster. And then if they watch that video and they're interested in the product, now this is my Synergy ID number, but all you have to do is take my number out and put your Synergy ID number in, and it's going to go to your replicated website page. So I clicked on that URL, and it's going to take me to my replicated website for Synergy Worldwide to the immune booster. And a person can say, hey, I think I want to order that. I talked to a person yesterday and they decided they want to order 2 boxes. All right, send them the URL. This is, again, identified to me. All you do is you change the 747349. You can take that out. You can put in your Synergy ID number. Again, refresh the URL so that it's accurate to your Synergy ID number. And then it's going to be your replicated page. And the person can pick on can click on a 2-pack. They can add it to the cart. They can check out, and they become a customer with Synergy Worldwide that is tracked to my tracking center 1, and the 75 CV of volume goes on my tracking center 1. Because I'm above 150, I'm going to earn then 25% rebate on 75 CV. So I earned $18.75 just by doing a little work. And again, those, the emails can be used to help people buy or create interest where they talk to you. And then in that conversation of talking to them, you can help them either make the decision to purchase and 3-way them directly into Synergy Worldwide if customer service is open, or you can send them your link and walk them through the process of getting their order placed. Again, in business, if you've gone to a business and you walk into that facility and the customer, or I should say the person, the salesperson, the person who's there, if you're interested in buying and they ignore your desire, where you can't really effectively buy what you came to look for, then they're going to most likely walk out the door and you'll have sold nothing. The same process applies here. Business is all about, again, communicating, letting people know what you're doing, and then servicing them in a way that you're going to be able to match up their need with a product that's going to address their need, and then facilitate that process so that you can have a sale. It's called customer service. And people who service their customers effectively grow a large client base, and a client base that will most likely tell other people. Like, I just got an order yesterday from an individual. I have no idea who they are, but they came from a referral from a person I just met 2 weeks ago in Chicago who really likes the ProOxygen Plus and has decided to share it with other people. And in that sharing process, I picked up a client that I have no idea who they are, but I know that it came through that process. It's all about customer service. It's all about putting in front of people the information that's going to resonate with them to help them make a decision. So going back, I also, that was an email campaign. The other thing that I put in place is these social media campaigns that you could run on Facebook. And I've already shown you the nitric oxide therapy one. We did the weight management one. We've done the immune system one, but I also created a social media campaign for all the other ones. So you've got nitric oxide therapy. What are we talking about when we talk about a social media campaign? We're talking about a 1-week campaign where you're doing 2 posts per day or 10 posts per week. Now, if you want to change that structure to 1 post a week, you can pare it down, or you can run it over a 2-week period. But all it's designed to do is it's designed to create value on your Facebook page or value on LinkedIn, in creating, through the value that you provide, creating interest in what you're doing that could potentially lead to a client who wants to get on the product, that they've gone through this process, they see the need for it, and now you've made a recommendation, and that recommendation really resonates with them because of the way that you've structured it. Now, all this information here is basically the same for every one, so that you know the do's and don'ts of what you're doing. But then you get down to the actual posts that you would put up on either Facebook or you would put up on LinkedIn. Day 1, post 1, post 2. Day 2, post 1, post 2. Day 3, post 1, post 2. And again, looks like it. Okay, there it is. And then day 5 so day 5, post 1, post 2. So you have a full week, 2 posts a day. And again, it's a template. Some of this stuff you can use exactly as it is. Some of it you might need to change. Like when I come back up here, where I'm talking about my dad and my wife, that may not apply to you. So you'll have to change that. But it might give you an idea of how, maybe you have a family history of heart disease. Well, then talk about it, and talk about how you wanted to change that dynamic within your family. And here's the steps that you took with nitric oxide therapy to do that. So again, all it's designed to do is give you a template to help stimulate the ideas necessary to again begin this process of putting up social, in a social media campaign, posts that you could put up on both Facebook or LinkedIn, or do a combination of both. So you've got it for nitric oxide therapy, you have it for weight management, you have it for natural energy, you have it for immune health, you have it for cholesterol concerns, and you have it for athletic performance. And these PDFs will go into this section here called step number 5, implement your marketing strategy to build your synergy business. We want to empower the active distributors that you bring into Synergy Worldwide how to best go about building their client base, because that's what's going to create the initial cash flow to help them keep their synergy business going, because they like the cash flow that's coming. They can then scale it up higher if they want to, but at the same time, it creates for them a story that they can share with other people who might be interested in having a home-based business in the area of healthcare that can resonate with people. And you can then show them through the step-by-step process how they can build their synergy business to create cash flows for themselves, and then again attract through their story people who would want to join them in the synergy business. And then the last step is stay connected by using the following methods. We've got a nice group of people here this Saturday morning. We record these Saturday morning training programs. So it's always good, if you can, to be on live, because then you can ask questions that you might want to. But we record them. We then put them onto our YouTube channel. So all the recordings of our Saturday presentations are all up on our YouTube channel. Our Synergy Family is the name of our YouTube channel. You can go there, you can click on videos, you can see every one of our Saturday presentations. And I wasn't able to finish this, but there is also a link that I'll put in here where a person can then register to get onto our MailChimp account, so that on Tuesdays, we send out to everyone that's in our MailChimp database for the Synergy business. We send out on Tuesday the recording of Saturday's presentation. That way, and any PDF that we used in that presentation, and that way, if a person missed Saturday, they can at least get the recording on Tuesday. They can watch it on Tuesday or whatever they want. And then on Fridays, we send out another email with what the topic is going to be for the following, for the next day, Saturday. And again, has the link to connecting to our Zoom presentation. And then I still want to update this a little bit. We want to also give people some key skills to help them accelerate their Synergy business. Learning how to properly share testimonies, the art of asking questions, the proper sponsoring placement I need to take out of here because we already have it up, how to do a business presentation. Maybe they want to use pass out cards. I don't know a lot of people who use that, but again, that's there. Importance of good follow-up. We've had some very good Saturday presentations of skills that can help people, again, get better at customer service, get better at asking the right questions so that what it is, the person that you're talking to, what really resonates with them, so that you can put the proper information in front of them. And then these additional ways to stay connected. Again, I'm going to move, the YouTube channel is already up there. We really, we have a Facebook page, but I don't really do a lot on Facebook, but I do need to update where they have the link to get signed up for the newsletter through MailChimp. So with that said, do I have any questions from anyone with regards to the information that I've shared with you this morning? You're all muted. You'll have to go in and unmute yourself if you have a question. I'm not going to unmute everyone because there'll be too much background noise.
So Dan, this is Judy.
Yes, Judy.
So this is a great tool for us to use when we recruit someone, because I remember spending hours with new people talking to them about this and setting up calls with Bob to talk to them about the back office and doing all the other stuff. And this gives them the ability to take the responsibility to start their own business, and then just touch base with you as the recruiter with questions and goals and those things that we should be doing with our new recruits. So just a great tool to free us up and help them start their business.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you, Judy. And I just do a little riff off of what you said, because it's like, okay, I have a new person who's come into the Synergy business. All right, this is what I want you to do. I'm going to send you the link. You're going to go to our training page, the Get Started training page, and I want you to go through steps 1 and 2. Get your back office set up, and I want you to understand the Synergy compensation plan. So the minimum is I want you to watch the overview video. Write down any questions that you have. And today is Monday. Let's get together on Wednesday. What's a good time for you? And then I'll answer any questions that you've got on steps 1 and 2. And then we're going to start steps 3, 4, and go from there. And then, Judy, I can come to Wednesday and, Dan, I didn't have time to watch any of that stuff. I haven't set my back office up yet. Okay. So Judy, when can you get it done? And when can we meet next so we can go to the next step in getting your Synergy business going? And what you can do in that process is you can help them take a step-by-step process of getting the basic stuff in place. And if they can't get the basic stuff in place, then they're most likely not going to get the implementation part of it in place. And you can get a good idea for people who are really serious about growing their Synergy business. I'm working with a new distributor. Now, they are hungry to build their business. And so it's nice to be able to say, okay, this is what I want you to do. And then we come back with the next meeting. All right, have you completed that? Do you have questions? What do I need to answer? All right, here's the next step in growing your synergy business. Here's our recommended goals. How much cash flow do you want to earn on a monthly basis? This is what we need to do to be able to accomplish that with regards to customers. And what of the different marketing strategies that we have, which one best resonates with you? Or what do you think would best resonate with the people that you know? And again, you can use this as a way for both training as well as identifying people who are truly serious about being active distributors. Make sense?
Absolutely.
That's the art of asking questions, right?
Yep.
Thanks, Judy. Thanks for your input. Anyone else with any questions, comments, or suggestions before we say goodbye?
And no questions here, Dan. Thanks. I had a hard time finding my mute button here, but thank you. Great stuff. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome, Bob. Is this a little bit easier than having a that 3-page sheet that you gave to people?
Yeah. I don't remember it being 3 pages, but yeah, this is a lot easier for sure.
Okay, good.
Hi, Dan. This is David. How are you?
Good, David. Yourself?
Good, good, good. I enjoy the stuff you put together, Dan. This is excellent because it does make ourselves as distributors, and when we bring someone in, it just does a lot of the work for us in terms of giving a strategy for a person to begin with. Just to start with, the simple things like sending out emails and pointing to the videos. And that's what it's all about. You have to have something to start with and a strategy to work with. So thank you for putting this together, because it does just, it's almost like spoon feeding someone in the beginning steps, which is great. So appreciate it.
You're welcome, David. Thank you for your efforts. All right. Anyone else before we go?
Hello, Dan. It's Don.
Yes, Donald.
Like the others said, thanks for sharing this. As you know, or I should say, we've been together in a while, and I've lost a lot of my distributors. And this is, we didn't have this at the time, clearly. And this is an excellent way to at least reach out to some of my distributors who would have dropped off the vine. So I appreciate this, and starting Tuesday, I'll go over this and try to get some of those distributors back.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Thanks, Donald. All right, last opportunity. Anyone else with any questions, comments, or suggestions before we say goodbye? All right, I want to thank you for your time. Next Saturday, we made a little bit of a switch, but David is going to be doing straight line selling. I cannot be here. I have to attend a internment ceremony for my wife's mother, and so I will not be on the call next week, but David will be leading it, and it's going to be a great presentation. Looking forward to watching the recording of it, because I'm interested in straight line selling that Dave's going to be talking about. Thank you, everyone. Have a blessed weekend. Bye-bye.